This is the fourth episode of the Struggle Rich Season 1. In this podcast, we will talk about meditation and its benefits. Meditation, also known as Dhyan Yoga. Yoga is not just about living better, it is about exploring the very source of life. Said by Sadhguru. The moment we utter the word meditation, there are all kinds of misconceptions about it. First of all, the English word meditation doesn't mean anything in the sense. If you close your eyes and sit, in English we call it meditation. You can sit with your eyes closed and do many things. There are many dimensions. You can do jap, tap, dharana, dhyan, samadhi, shunya, or you might have just mastered the art of sleeping in vertical postures. So what is the thing that we call as meditation? Generally, we assume that people are referring to what is known as dhyan or dhyan. In that context of referring to dhyan as meditation, it is not something that you can do. Nobody can do meditation. The reason why most people who have tried meditation had come to the conclusion that it's very difficult or impossible is because they are trying to do. You cannot do meditation, but you can become meditative. Meditation is a certain quality. It is not a certain act. If you cultivate your body, your mind, your energies and your emotions to a certain level of maturity, meditation will naturally happen. It is just like if you keep the soil fertile, if you give it the necessary manure and water, and if the right kind of seed is there, it will grow and bloom into flowers and fruits. Flowers and fruits will come out of a plant not because you want it, but simply because you created the necessary conductive atmosphere. Similarly, if you create the necessary atmosphere within yourself on all the four dimensions of who you are, then meditation will naturally flower within you. It is a certain fragrance that one can enjoy within himself. Meditation and the mind. The mind does not like meditation because if you keep the body still, the mind will also naturally become still. This is why so much stress has been laid in yoga on hatha yoga and asanas. If you just learn how to keep your body absolutely still, then your mind will become also still. I want to just to observe yourself and see how many unnecessary movements your body makes when you stand, sit or speak. If you look at your life, you will see that more than half the time is taken up in these things that you yourself don't care for. If you keep the body still, the mind will slowly start collapsing and the mind knows that it will become enslaved if it allows this. The main aspect of meditation is right now your mind is the boss and you are the slave. As you meditate and become more meditative, you will become the boss and your mind will become the slave. And that is how it should always be. If you don't know how to keep the mind as a slave, it will put you through all kind of endless sufferings. If you allow the mind to rule, it is a terrible master, but as a slave, the mind is wonderful. It's a miraculous slave. Now I will talk about chakras. You possibly heard them mentioned in the yoga class. You have almost definitely heard the new age character on TV or in a movie talk about someone's chakras being blocked. Maybe someone even give you the advice that you should work on a specific chakra, but that doesn't mean you know what they are. Rest assured, you are not alone. The history of chakras. Chakras have only recently become more well known with the growth in popularity of yoga and new age philosophies in general. They are a complex and an ancient energy system that originated in India. They are first mentioned in the Vedas, ancient sacred texts of spiritual knowledge dating from 1500 to 1000 BC. There is a lot one can study about them. The first chakra is the Crown Chakra, also known as Sahasrara. It consists of knowledge, consciousness, fulfillment and spirituality. And there is a quote for Crown Chakra is that I understand. The second one is the third eye chakra, also known as Ajna. It is related to intuition, lucidity, meditation, trust and many more. And the quote for this chakra is I see. The third one is the throat chakra, also known as Visuddha. It is important for communication, expression, creativity and inspiration. And the quote for it is I talk. If you want to become an influencer, if you want to communicate very well, then the throat chakra will play a huge role in it. The fourth chakra is the heart chakra, also known as Anahata. It is related to acceptance, love, compassion, sincerity, and many more. In the process of doing love, or if you like someone, your heart chakra is at the top at that moment. The fifth chakra is the solar plexus chakra, also known as Manipura. It is related to strength, personality, power, determination, and many more. The code for it is I do. The sixth chakra is the Sacral Chakra, also known as Swadhisthana. It is related to sensuality, sexuality, pleasure, sociability, and the code for it is I feel. The last one is the root chakra, and the most important one. It is known as Mooladhara, and it is related to energy, stability, comfort, safety, and many more. And the code for it is I am. So we are done with today's episode. Till the next podcast, stay tuned and please share this episode so your friends can also